Hello everybody. I know it's been forever since I've actually posted a vlog or talked about anything. I know I've posted a few pictures here and there and uh, a video here and there, but I wanted to talk about um, gaming collector's editions today. I know when I did uh, my introduction way back when, um, I touched on something that none of you probably remember. Um, I focused on one little uh, action figure from the uh, Wolfenstein remake. It came from the Wolfenstein Panzerhund Edition. It was a little figure, um, oddly enough, the Panzerhund. And I said I was going to tell I was gonna tell a story about that. But before I do, I just wanted to talk about collector's editions in general. Um, just wanted to see if anybody out there, do you guys collect any? If you do, what do you collect? I used to be a big collector of those things. Not so much anymore. I mean, I'm pretty picky now as far as collector's editions that I buy. So like now I have like all the world of all of the World of Warcraft ones, all of the StarCraft 2 ones, both Diablo 3 ones. Um, I don't know. There's probably some that I'm forgetting. But anyway, let me talk about the reason for this video, the Wolfenstein Panzerhund Edition. You may have to go back and watch my intro to even remember what the hell it is that I'm talking about. But anyway, so I think back in 2013, I think it was, Bethesda Softworks announced that they were rebooting / remaking the classic game Wolfenstein. Cool. Awesome. So at the same time, they announced this kick-ass looking collector's edition, aptly named the Panzerhund Edition. So I looked it up online, and this thing was epic looking. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it came in this awesome looking box. It's like a crate. It had a figurine. It had some quote-unquote classified files. It had some. I'm trying to remember now because let's see. It's some classified files, some pictures. I think it had some medals from BJ Blazkowicz, the main character in the game. It had, I'm trying to think what else. It had like 5 or 6 different things in it. But the main thing in it was this figure of the Panzerhund. If you want to see what it actually looks like, you can probably find it up on Google. If you want to see what the collector's edition looks like, you could probably find that on Google as well. Mine is upstairs, safely stored away. But anyway, this thing was actually pretty epic. But anyway, on to my story. I actually ended up with about 3 or 4 of these things. So when Bethesda announced this thing, they said that, okay, we're just gonna ship you this box with all the goodies in it, but it's not gonna come with the game. We're just gonna, you can buy the game at whatever retailer you want, whether you want to go to Best Buy and buy it, or whether you want to buy it on Steam or whatever, just so you can start playing your game right away, and then you don't have to wait for the goodies and your game at the same time. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I can live with that. They obviously accounted for that in the price of they accounted for that and the price of the collector's edition. I don't really recall what the price of the Panzerhund Edition. I think it was $150 or something like that. So anyway, I was sold. I thought this thing was awesome, so I ordered one. A few weeks later, shows up via UPS in a box. I opened it up. It's shrink wrapped. I look, and the front of the inside the shrink wrap on the front of the box. Well, let me go back up. So I'm inspecting this thing. It's boxes. It's got the Wolfenstein logo on it, and it's got a latch to to secure the box shut, and it's got you open it up, and it's got the hinges, but it's shrink wrap. But anyway, before I open up the shrink wrap, I look at the latch, and there's two little screws there where I'm assuming would have held on the latch to close the case. Hell, that sucks. So I open up the box anyway, seeing that, thinking, well, I don't know, maybe I can just screw them in. Maybe it's just a slight manufacturing defect. So I open the shrink wrap, grab a hold of the screws, try to put them in, and the holes that they drilled to put the screws in, too damn big. They don't tighten down. Awesome. So I contact their customer service, and they say, well, you can either refund your money, or you can send the box back, and we can ship you another one. I'm like, well, maybe I'll try one of the old poly exchanges. I'm like, refund my money, I'll buy another one. So just refund my money, and I'm waiting for an email with an RMA or something. I don't get one. Guys, you want your box back? No. Great. So that's one. So anyway, I ordered another box, whole new collector's edition. So now I have two of them. So I open up the second one. Same problem. Contact our customer service again. Guys, I think you have a manufacturing defect here. So this time I went to a local hardware store and I got some bigger screws. They're about the same length, but I got them to go most of the way in. Looked a little stupid, but I kind of fixed it. And so I put it together. And I contacted them again, and they said same option again. And this time, so I said, just refund my money again. I'll order another box. Maybe 3 times will be a charm. You guessed it. Nope. So here I am, box number 3. This time, well, the latch was actually tight, but this time the damn thing was damaged in shipping. Oh, Christ. I think there was a huge ding on the side of the case or something like this. The box was, or the box with all the goodies in it was actually, for the most part, except for the stupid loose screws, was actually pretty well made. It was like almost like a solid wood. It was probably.
Was that one of the boxes you gave me?
Yeah. It probably wasn't a solid wood, but it felt like a solid wood. And it had the Wolfenstein logo on it. I think if they probably would have spent maybe $10 more on it, this thing probably would have been probably one of the most epic collector's editions anybody had ever seen. All they would have had to use was better screws, really. Um, so this time I wrote to them. I'm like, guys, I don't need 4 of these things. Do you want any of these things back? No response. They would never answer my question as to whether they wanted any of these things back. Never. They just kept refunding my card, and I kept buying them. And they just kept refunding my card. I ended up with 4 of these things. I gave one to my friend. I kind of regret that now because he gave it to his kid, and I'm sure his kid just busted the damn thing up. Anyway, so I said, guys, I just want a box that's not busted to pieces, or that's just gonna house my stuff that
cut my life into pieces.
That's not
I couldn't help
that the screws aren't falling out, and that the latch is gonna work right. That's all I want. And the person I was working with, she was really cool about it. I mean, it was the same person that I was working with. She goes, I'll take care of it. Okay, cool. And I waited quite a while. I waited, God, it must have been about 6 to 8 weeks. She contacted me and got your box. I looked over the box, she said. It looks great. The latch looks great. The hinges look great. Looks great. I'm even going to ship it to you overnight, so there's almost no, so that, you know, UPS doesn't have a chance to smash this thing. I'm like, awesome. I mean, I'm just finally going to see an end to this thing. I mean, I was really excited. I'm finally going to have a cool box to put the stuff that I wanted in. Get it the next day. So I inspecting the box that comes in. The sides look great. The top looks great. I'm like, oh, this looks pretty good. The bottom looks great. Like, oh man, this is promising. Open the box. Pull it out. Yep, the latch is strong. The hinge is strong. Flip the case over. There's a huge scratch on the bottom of the case. Yeah, you should have heard the string of profanity that came out of my mouth. Are you bloody kidding me? So I emailed this poor girl. I'm like, I just got the box, and this is what showed up. She goes, I inspected it. I'm like, I said, it must have happened in the shipping department. I said, somebody must have dragged it across a screw or something. I don't know. I said, but it looks like it was dragged across something. She goes, you want me just to refund your money? Yes. I said, I'm done. I'm done. I said, I've fixed one box that's about as good as it's going to get. So, anyway, I ended up with 3 or 4 free Wolfenstein Panzerhund Editions, courtesy of Bethesda Softworks. And all I had to do was pay for the game. So it was kind of awesome. The collector's edition itself, for the goodies inside, are pretty awesome. It's just the construction of the hinges and the latch that closes the box are garbage. Like I said, all they had to do was probably spend $10 more. I would have even spent $10 more on the collector's edition itself, and this thing would have been amazing. I don't know why with these collector's editions, why they just don't put just a little bit more money into these things, and they wouldn't have half the problems that they have. There's always, it seems like there's like this one piece that they cheap out on, and it makes it garbage. So anyway, do you guys collect collector's editions, or have you bought collector's editions? If so, what have you bought? Sound off in the comments. Do you have any interesting stories about collector's editions? I may put another video up, or probably will, just detailing some of the other ones that I do have, because I had some thoughts as I was recording this of some of the other ones that I do have, but now that this is like 15 minutes long, I'm not going to keep talking. So anyway, adios, bye.